So the government's still being cagey about gambling reforms, right? Because it's been over 2 years since a report was released that basically had a bunch of solutions to, help alleviate gambling harm in Australia, including getting rid of the advertising. And so David Pocock, the senator, tried to get Annika Wells and Tanya Plibersek, the communications and social services ministers respectively, to release some documents that were relating to the government's response and what laws were in place or what laws were being drafted in response to that report, right? And they didn't really come back with much. Here's what Tanya came back with. It's basically just a 2-pager on gambling harm statistics. So, Aussies lost a record 3.15 billion. But the part that's kind of I guess a bit cagey here. In addition, disclosure of the material would not be in the public interest as it would prejudice the government's ongoing ability to obtain relevant commercial information from stakeholders to inform the government's consideration of a range of policy matters. Basically, it's saying is if we release this information, then the big gambling companies might not tell us everything we want to know. And then Annika Wells, who is new to the portfolio, she basically, from this AAP report, disclosed highly redacted documents outlining meetings with key stakeholders, e.g. your sports bets, your Tabcorps, whoever. And then she still said she's still getting a feed under the desk, adding, I have met with different groups that have a stake in the ongoing work. And then I love how she basically just passes the buck back to Tanya Plibersek, saying a large number of the report's recommendations sat with the social services minister, even though the main thing from the report, the removal of gambling advertising, sits with her.